like to be part of a receiving corps where all three guys are really, playing like you guys are and producing like you are?
It's amazing. We got a good bond with each other. When one person eating, like everybody happy for that one person. When all of us eating, it's just, that's what we want. So it's amazing to have.
Can you just tell on tape, when you go back and watch tape, how it's opening things up for people because they're not focused, they're afraid to focus on anybody?
Yeah, it's crazy because like you can't focus on Mike on the outside, and then like it opens up me and Chris. If you focus on me in the middle, it opens up the outside. Vice versa with Chris. So it's amazing looking at film, looking at that.
Braylon, Coach Pope said that when Squirrel went into the portal back in December, Coach Pope said he felt completely comfortable because he knew you were sliding into that spot. You hadn't really played much. He had trust in you. Like, how did you feel at the time that he was putting that kind of trust in you despite not playing and proving it yet?
I think just my work ethic showed that I can do whatever needs to be done on the field. And I think just coming in with the same mindset every day at practice, I had that trust from him.
Did you get that feel then that this is now my job, like going into January?
Yeah, I did.
And how did you feel about? Did you think it would go this well in year one?
I mean, I had hopes for it. That obviously going the way I wanted to go. It could be better, in some parts of the game, but it's a blessing to be in this point.
Where do you think your game has evolved the most?
I think just playing fast, honestly. My route running. Coach Pope doing an amazing job of us, working releases, doing different drills and practice and stuff like that. But I think just playing fast in this offense, especially. But that's probably one of the ones I think is proven.
I think you're closing in on 1,000 yards. It's certainly within reach. Is that a goal you had going into the season?
Yeah,
That's a big thing for every receiver.
It was definitely a goal.
What other goals did you have coming in?
Honestly, just all SEC freshmen and stuff like that. That's all I had.
You're just talking about your work ethic. Where does that come from?
Man, I think just the household I grew up in, honestly, a lot of football players, just me and my brother in the backyard every day, four covering drills and stuff like that. And I think the dad I got now, he never let me be lazy, so, I always had to be up outside the house, so I think that's where my work ethic comes from.
Talk about that, your brother BJ.
Yeah,
he was out there working with you. What was that like, him pushing you day in and day out?
that was amazing because, I honestly thought I was going to be able to play with him one day, but that time never came. But I think me just watching him, grow as an athlete, and now as a trainer or whatever he want to be, he a coach now. I think it was a blessing, just the shoes he's been in. He had hard times with football, but him pushing me, it made me go harder. Yeah.
What's it like having like those different avenues of like advice or just like experience, whether from like your dad or your brother, to help you and like your journey as a football player trying to reach your potential?
I mean, I love it. I got both of them in my ear telling me different things. And I'm like, dang, which ones do I listen to? But they tell me good stuff. I always go with my brother though, because I feel like he know more than my dad. Not telling him I said that. but it's amazing to have them two in my ear.
Let's talk about the celebrations, man. You ball of energy. You like to dance.
Yeah.
Where does that come from? Where does this dancing stuff come from?
I grew up in church, so like I always like look, church clap or whatever. But I think I don't know, man. Just been on the team with Mike. Mike a dancer, so like he really got me into this dancing stuff. To be honest, now I'm doing TikToks with my mom and stuff. So I love it.
It seems like you guys are having fun on the sidelines at the end of the game or towards the end of the game. What is that relationship like with Mike, where you guys can kind of be carefree and dancing even on the sidelines?
I feel like just us coming in with each other last year, it made us create that bond we got now. We were the only ones that came in as receivers, so I had to talk to somebody. I couldn't be by myself, so. And I think it's an amazing bond now. Like we hang out with each other outside of the facility all the time. Like if you see him, you see me. So that's my dog.
Going back more for Braylon. A couple of the road games, I guess Mississippi State and Alabama come to mind. There were some lulls where the offense was maybe not quite as productive as usual. As you get ready to go to another tough road environment, is there any certain thing you guys have to focus on doing well this week to make sure the offense performs the way you want?
Just executing. It starts in practice too. We gotta be on 10 in practice. We can't slack in practice at all. And that's really what it is. Just gotta execute.
And what do you see from Florida's defense? Any sort of thing about that group that stands out?
Solid defense. You know, they all got a solid defense though. So you know, every SEC team. So you know, got to go in with a good mindset, ready to play.
Brazel said that he practices his touchdown dances in front of the mirror. Do you practice yours at all? Is that the same thing for you, or do you just kind of go with what comes to mind?
Usually we practice. All three of us lucky practice. Like I share a room with Chris, and yeah, he always up practicing his dance moves and stuff like that.
So he wasn't lying.
Nah, he
So who comes up with? Is it Mike every week that comes up with these different dances?
Yeah, he come up. Sometimes I come up with him. You know, now I'm getting into dancing, but I think Mike, he comes up to me and Chris like, "What y'all want to do this week?" I got an idea, so we just go with his idea. So
Who's the best dancer out of you three?
Mike, Mike for sure, Mike for sure.
Thanks everybody, thanks Brandon.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Thank you.